We are now learning the scope of how badly the city of Fresno was defrauded in a phishing scam. More than $600,000 were lost, and the scam involved bank accounts and fraudsters in the U.S. Action News anchor Vanessa Vasconcelos is live in downtown Fresno with the FBI investigation underway and why taxpayers are just learning about the loss that took place more than 2.5 years ago. Vanessa.
Graciela, not only are we learning about when this money was lost and the investigation that's been ongoing for at least the last 2 years, we're learning it was part of a much bigger phishing scam. 2 other cities were involved, and we're now learning the scammers are based in the U.S.
At no time was there any attempt to be deceptive, to deceive the public, to withhold information.
More than 2 years after the city of Fresno was defrauded almost $614,000 in a phishing scam, Mayor Jerry Dyer detailed what he could about an ongoing FBI investigation. It was January of 2020 when the city paid what was believed to be the contractor of the police department's Southeast station around $324,000.
That the invoice that had been submitted was nearly identical to the one that the city of Fresno had received in the past, with the exception of where the bank account information or number where the money was to be transferred to.
That would be the first of 2 checks, the second to the tune of $289,000 in March. It was that April Fresno police were made aware of the potential fraud. By November, the FBI took over, alerting the city that Fresno wasn't the only victim of a much larger phishing scam involving 2 other cities across the U.S. Each city targeted by the scammers for recently entering into an agreement for a construction contract. According to Dyer, then Mayor Lee Brand and then City Manager Wilma Kwan were asked to not disclose at the request of the FBI.
Because they had good leads at that time, and it could also impact the ability to be able to recover any of the funds that were taken, not only from the city of Fresno.
Mayor Dyer says the investigation has ruled out any internal involvement in the scam, adding the investigation is still active and ongoing. He says warrants have been secured for the bank accounts involved. All are based in the United States. While the city of Fresno has fraud insurance, it only covers $250,000 with a $50,000 deductible.
It's a lot of taxpayer dollars that were stolen from us, and we haven't given up on trying to recover those dollars.
Dyer addressed concerns regarding a public records request made last year. It asked for any city communication surrounding the wire fraud, but not all emails were disclosed, including one asking about the latest in the case to the city manager and attorney.
That council member then provided that email to a local reporter that we're the only city of all those that were victimized to share this information publicly, which as a mayor of this city is quite embarrassing.
And I think it's critically important that, one, we be honest with the taxpayers that $600,000 went missing.
Councilman Miguel Arias says Mayor Dyer has taken action to ensure additional safeguards so that this doesn't happen again, but more needs to be done to involve council.
I think the discussion for the council is how do we publicly recognize when we're victims of fraud? Because in this case, we weren't told till this week that it was recognized by the city in the 2020 report that none of us were aware of.
Now, we reached out to former Mayor Lee Brand. He didn't want to speak on camera, but says that he was complying with the FBI's request to not disclose this information, as he was told it would compromise the integrity of the investigation, as well as the other cities and the potential for getting that money back. Now, the city leaders right now are urging the public to remember that these frauds can happen to anyone. They're saying that they're on the rise in Fresno and that this is an example that these phishing scams can happen to anyone. Reporting in Fresno, Vanessa Vasconcelos, ABC 30 Action News.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this from ABC 30, just make sure to hit that subscribe button below.